never exhausted, and you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. Quitting was never an option. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
I got the time today. I'm looking for all of the fades, want all of the smoke. All of my goals inside of the scope. I'm taking it hill, then coming for more. Woke up, didn't even stretch. I'm placing my bets on myself. I be doing the most. Why you always talk like you wanted to go? I ain't gotta speak cause I already know. This ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course, you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose, and he can prove. I took his burden and yoke. It's like moose when I hit the moves. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything.
Live and free here from East Knox High School. It is a special day, and it's a big game in the KMAC. The Northmor Golden Knights come into town to take on the East Knox Bulldogs. It's Game 2 of their KMAC doubleheader this week, and a chance for the Golden Knights to kind of slim that margin that East Knox has built for themselves here in the league. We'll see if that changes. It could become a just a one-game cushion for the Bulldogs if things do not go their way against Northmor. We'll take a quick break, come back here on the OH Report with the start of the first inning.
Your future starts here at Pioneer Career and Technology Center. At Pioneer, you'll gain real-world skills, hands-on training, and college credits, all while preparing for the jobs of tomorrow. Pioneer, preparing today's students for tomorrow's opportunities. Discover your future at Pioneer.
North Central State College brings you between the bases here on the OH Report. Jonathan Langen alongside Travis Berardi, the all-star crew here for East Knox High School, as they are getting set to take on Northmor, one of the top challengers in the league, in a very crowded second-place area in the KMAC that could get a little bit less crowded if Northmor can get a win here and potentially sneak in towards that very top spot in the standings.
Yeah, I mean, there's three teams with 3 losses in the KMAC behind East Knox. There's 1, Northmor, Mount Gilead, and Fredericktown. A Northmor win here today gets it down to 1, and then there's also a game that's been delayed, I guess you could say, after 3 innings where Centerburg leads East Knox 4-1. So honestly, Northmor can get this game. The KMAC is up for grabs once again, but the Bulldogs, they got something to say here at home.
Absolutely. Colton Armstrong, your starter for East Knox, out in the field as the Bulldogs will pitch to the Golden Knights here to start. Of course, the Golden Knights, just in name, gold wearing for East Knox out in the field, and Northmor will be wearing their blacks as we get set to go. So leading things off for Northmor at the plate will be Jack Bowdre. The left-handed hitter stands in the box. We're set to go. Sun shining here from Howard, Ohio. From the stretch. First pitch is in there for a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, it's been partly cloudy. We had some rain go through earlier, but I think we'll be fine. Just a little breezy, a little Ohio weather, you could say, for the rest of the day.
Next pitch is high. Count will even up at 1. Jack Bowdre, 1 for 4 with a strikeout against East Knox. Of course, His work was light. Everybody else was able to chip in. 7-1 win 2 days ago. Next pitch. This one foul tipped. And so go to strike 2.
And that was in front of a big crowd because it was Dime a Dog Day.
Yes, and I did not know until I
It's rough for you,
the setup was right behind me, but I was still oblivious. Ended up just getting in, getting out of there. Next pitch to Bowdre, the 1-2. Fouled off towards the Northmor fans. Of course, very big crowd over there 2 days ago, and even pretty solid crowd here on the road over there on the first base line.
Yeah, not only this is a game of 1 versus 2 in the conference, but 2 state-ranked squads as well.
The set again, another 1-2 on the way. This one lined back up the middle. That'll drop for a base hit. Scooping it up is Grinnell in center. It is a leadoff single for Jack Bowdre.
That was a nice job letting the ball travel into the zone and then drove it right back up the middle. And the Golden Knights, good start here.
So runner on for the leadoff. Another lefty steps in for Northmor. Decent lead for Bowdre over at first. He's prone to steal. He'll stay put for now. Pitches outside. Bunt attempt was pulled back. This is Billy Bolin. Next pitch. This one put in play. Through the 4-hole. That's going to move Northmor station to station. Back-to-back singles.
Yeah, at first you thought maybe they were going to try that bunt, but all he did was force that third baseman, the first baseman to play on their heels and just pokes one through that hole and right.
Colton Armstrong on the mound. Team's hitting about .293 against him. He is at his best when he pitches to contact. He's done that here, but the Golden Knights have found some gaps. First pitch swinging, this one taken to short. Throw over to second, that will be the fielder's choice. And there is out number 1. Is this going to be out number 2 as well with obstruction potentially? And with a late convening of the umpires, it looks like it is going to be a double play. So obstruction on Bowdre, and then the throw to second is a force after the fact. So that's Northmor, unfortunately there, drawing 2 quick outs on 1 play.
Just a base running bit of an error there. Usually you got to freeze on a ball like that. He did not, got hit by it, and then the quick flip over. And I do want to know, usually, is that not a dead ball?
It's a great question. Pickoff attempt to first. That was Hinton who threw that, or grounded into that fielder's choice that ended up turning into a double play. He now sits at first as the only base runner. But you raise a good point. Next pitch from Colton is high, ball 1. Let's look at the field for East Knox. In the outfield left to right, Dakota Cooper, Zane Grinnell, Garrett Wesney. In the infield left to right, Jesse Dudgeon at third, Lester at short, Caleb Armstrong at second, Gavin Kidwell at first.
Ooh.
This one eats the shoulder of Chapman, who will take first base.
So the quote-unquote double play still helping East Knox out there. Golden Knights have a runner in scoring position, but it's 2 out. So Armstrong just, 1 batter away from escaping this early game jam.
Runners on first and second, 2 gone. This one low and away to Trevor Brubaker, who takes ball 1. Trevor on the mound yesterday. Pitched the whole 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, just 1 unearned run on 6 hits.
One of the best pitchers in the KMAC this season.
Look back to second. This one lined. It will stay in the infield. Sliding catch. Caleb Armstrong gets him out of the inning. Brubaker kind of tops that one off. Stays up in the air long enough for Caleb to scoop it on a slide. And with that, let's go ahead and head between the bases here on the OH Report as we get to know both of these teams a little bit more as we start this broadcast. So, saw Northmor out in the field. What else can they really do? Well, we're going to show you. Their pitching staff is one of the elites. Of course, we talked about Trevor, who had that great performance in Game 1 against East Knox, but they've got a couple of other guys that you're going to see who can throw some gems, and Brody Beck is going to be the starter today. But this team ranked 15th in D6. Pitching staff, 5 shutouts this year.
Yeah, I mean, Trevor Brubaker, having him back is great. Last year in a game at home against Danville, he tore his ACL. That knocked him out of basketball season, but he was able to come back, focus on his baseball throughout, and he's just been stellar, the leader of the staff. But like you said, Northmor, they're known for pitching the last couple of years. They won a district championship with a couple great arms, and they're right back at it this year despite, a lot of guys that contribute, not just one or two that can give you the big hit or the big out on the mound.
Well, their returning all KMAC first-teamer is actually at the plate. Jack Bowdre was our leadoff. He got that single to center. He's one of 16 players in the league. It's been a very offensive league this year in the KMAC.
Yeah.
Over 400 average. 16 guys in the league.
Yeah, it's a 4 out of 10 at bats you reach base. And you just got to think, if you bat 300 in the majors, you go to the Hall of Fame. So 400 in high school, 500 is just crazy. 400, that's where you want to be, especially towards the top of the lineup.
Brody Beck, just a sophomore. You see his numbers on your screen. 2.28 ERA, 26 strikeouts. Hitters hitting 203 against him. So we head to the bottom half of the first, but Brody is not seeing an offense like East Knox. Of course, they hold many of those guys that are over 400 in the batting average so far this season. You're going to see plenty of them at the top of this order. Zane Grinnell will lead things off, and for the Bulldogs this season, Zane is hitting .408, 25 runs, 9 RBI. He's also a beast on the base paths with 16 steals.
Yeah, this is an East Knox squad that, it was last couple of years it was Fredericktown, Centerburg that were the tops. But this year, East Knox trying to get it back. They had, Briar Householder, one of the best pitchers to come through the KMAC in the last 10 years. Took them to a KMAC championship a couple years ago. But this time they're doing it. They're sharing the wealth and trying to get another one, only with one loss in conference, and that is to these Golden Knights 2 days ago.
Batting lineup for East Knox goes as this. Zane Grinnell leads things off. He's sitting in center today. Colton Armstrong bats second, the pitcher, wearing number 1. Batting third is Caden Ridenauer, and then Jax Lester in the cleanup spot. He's at short today. Caleb Armstrong bats fifth. He is at second base. Garrett Westney is in right, batting sixth. Seventh is Dakota Cooper. Eighth is Jesse Dudgeon, and then ninth is Schwartz. First pitch in for a strike from Brody Beck.
Yeah, he's using the top of the zone on that first pitch, was just able to cross it right at the lettering for strike one.
He'll go with the full windup. And that one misses low and away. Field for Northmor, Bowen in left, Chapman in center, other Bowen in right. I'll have to look at the numbers to kind of clarify that for you. Next pitch, curveball taken into the outfield. Center fielder makes the catch. Chapman records out number 1.
Hit that right on the screws, but it was right at the center fielder, placed perfectly for out number 1. Both teams making contact here early on.
So in comes the pitcher now, Colton Armstrong. Quick first pitch taken for a ball. It is Brad Bowen in left, Billy Bowen in right. That for the Golden Knights. This one foul tipped. Oh, even the count 1-1. And then you've got in the infield Brendan Barber at third, Trevor Brubaker at short. Brady Carr at second, Jack Bowdre at first, and behind the plate, Ethan Hinton. Curveball sneaks in there.
I love his release. He kind of like double clutches like Charles Barkley used to have with his golf swing. If you remember that, Jonathan.
Yeah.
You got that little extra and then, ugh.
And he sneaks that one in. Strike 3, pitcher gets the pitcher.
It's just that little movement trying to get him that extra couple miles an hour. And it's a quick 2 outs here.
Took just 6 pitches for him to record 2 outs. So last line of offense here for East Knox, potentially is the catcher, Caden Ridenauer. Fastball in for strike one. Caden, game 1, 0 for 3 with a strikeout, but definitely a bigger threat than that. .474 average, actually leads the team and is close to the top of the league. Curveball in the dirt.
And you talked about Northmor's pitching has not seen an offense like East Knox. East Knox hitters really haven't seen a pitching staff like Northmor's.
The next pitch, fastball grounded over the middle, and that will hop over second base. That's a single for Ridenauer. We'll see another bat come up for East Knox.
Some 2-out lightning here. And even if that's the only run or the reach for East Knox here in this first inning, all that does, it extends the inning. It makes, it allows you to see more pitches from this starter. First time through the order is always the toughest because it's the first time you're seeing this pitcher. But after you see more pitches from them, you kind of get more comfortable. So the more you can get, even though if it's a 2-out hit and you get nothing else, you still get maybe 5 or 6 more pitches you see out of his repertoire.
First pitch is a curveball to Jax Lester, the cleanup hitter for East Knox. That's in there for a strike. Decent lead from Ridenauer. Pitch back to the plate. Quickly down 0-2 is Jax without a swing. First inning threatening to go by in a flash. Quick look to first, the pitch from the stretch. This one swung down the line at third. That's a fair ball. Ridenauer rounded second, decided not to test the arm of Bolin and left, and it'll be first and second, 2 gone.
Bulldogs back at you after the 2 quick outs.
So that'll bring up Caleb Armstrong.
Yeah, now you're going to see out of the stretch what we can do out of it.
Curveball gets him to swing at it. So quickly down 0-1. Caleb this season, 302 average, 17 RBI. He's got one at second potentially. Fastball lined, and that will drop. This time, no hesitation from Ridenauer rounding third. He will score. It'll turn into a double for Caleb Armstrong. And the first run of the game is across the board.
2-out lightning for the Bulldogs. Making solid contact. They did with the first batter of the game. Yeah, that strikeout, but both teams making contact here early on, but it is the Bulldogs that strike first.
So make it 18 RBI now. Armstrong singled. It was his only hit of the game 2 days ago. This time it's a double. Back into the windup. Beck launches that one in. It's fouled back. This is Garrett Westney. So 1-0 the score early on. East Knox strikes the board in their typical fashion. Next pitch from Beck. Curveball. A little bit inside, maybe hit that top line of the zone. Armstrong at second, Lester at third. Westney, 2 RBI situation here. The 0-2 misses high.
Yeah, our angle, we're going to see easily if these pitches are high or low. We just won't know if it's inside or out. But this is a good opportunity to see how these curveballs, these off-speed pitches move.
Reaching up. This one is whiffed at by Westney, and that will end the first. But the Bulldogs make sure to strike the board. It's 1-0 as they lead it over the Golden Knights. We'll go ahead and stay here and highlight what the Bulldogs have done this season as we move into, yet again, Between the Bases here for North Central State College. And Travis, Gage Steinmetz, of course, the newly touted football coach, leading this baseball team to some more success, 12-4, 7-1 in the KMAC, 6th in the D5 coaches poll.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong. Did we not see East Knox play for a district championship last year at MVNU?
We did.
We did. We had 3 teams. We had Fredericktown, Centerburg in one, and we had East Knox who were 3 outs away from pulling off a major upset before, Liberty Union.
It was Worthington Christian.
Worthington Christian came back and won. So this team, you kind of didn't know what they had last year, but those extra games, that district championship appearance, that just lights that fire in this team, and it's built into this season.
They had 5 straight wins leading up to a game against Granville Christian not too long ago that they lost on the road. And then since that Northmor loss 2 days ago, it has turned into back-to-back losses. But they're looking to get back into things here. Of course, already up 1-0 here in this game heading into the second. And then Colton Armstrong, we talked about his pitching repertoire, fastball, curveball, changeup. And don't have to put probable there anymore. He is the starter here for Game 2 with a 2.55 ERA, 17 strikeouts this year.
Yeah, and he pitches the contact, lets his defense play behind him. He got a little bit of luck when that ground ball struck the Golden Knight to keep them off the board. But, you know, as a pitcher, no matter how good you are, how not as good you are, if you get a run early on, that just makes you more comfortable. Pitching with the lead is just so much better than 0-0 because, you know, even if you make a mistake, it's not going to cost you that bad. It may just tie the game.
First pitch misses low as we see Brookston Beck at the plate. Armstrong settles in again. And that one goes a little wild.
The way these teams have been swinging the bat in that first inning, I have to think it's going to take more than one run to be the winner here today.
Last time we saw Colton on the bump, it was Game 2 against Fredericktown. Pitched the whole 7 innings, 3 strikeouts. Fastball just sneaks in there. Count moves to 2-1. 1-0 Bulldogs thanks to Colton's brother Caleb, who knocked in a double off a gapper, which scored Caden Ridenauer from second. Time called in the box by Beck.
And all 3 hits coming with 2 out as well. After it seemed like it was going to be a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Northmor defense.
The 2-1. Fastball. Misses the zone there. It's now a hitter's count for Brookston. Brookston this year, 270 average. One of the leaders in walks for Northmor. He's got 8 of those this year. Chips this one in play. Scooped by Lester. A lofted throw to first. Easily in time for out number 1.
Nice job there. Clean fielding, knowing the runner isn't extremely fast. Take your time. Good throw, 1 down.
Cue up Brody Beck. Did not bat in Game 1. Settles back in the box. And takes one nearly called a strike. It'll just miss. The 1-0. Hits Beck in the back. And Beck is on base. It's the second hit batsman for Northmor to reach. That's something, interestingly, that East Knox has struggled with this year. They actually lead the league in hit by pitches by their pitching staff.
You got to go deep into the stats to find that one.
23 coming into today. Wow. That's now 25.
Wow.
Grounder over to first. Scooped up, they'll tag the bag and give Beck second base.
That's a smart play by East Knox. And that's why they're good this season, is they don't force anything. They take the outs that are given to them, and then they trust their defense for the rest. And it is surprising that they've hit so many batters, yet it hasn't hurt as bad. Only 4 losses on the season.
They don't walk very many guys. Most of the time it's wild pitches that kind of get away. Look back to second. Fastball misses high. This is Brady Carr. Hitting .259 this year. He actually leads the team in walks, 11. That pitch hits the outside corner. Brody Beck at second, pitcher for Northmor today, trying to tie things up with his legs on anything in the outfield. The 1-1 with 2 gone. Misses high. They'll throw down to second. Did they get him? Yes, they did. Ridenauer saw it the entire way. He picked up right to his feet the second he caught that ball.
Wow.
Flinged it to second, and Beck caught off guard. And with that, we will go ahead and take our first break of action today. It's 1-0 East Knox as we head to the bottom of the second.
Your future starts here at Pioneer Career and Technology Center. At Pioneer, you'll gain real-world skills, hands-on training, and college credits, all while preparing for the jobs of tomorrow. Pioneer, preparing today's students for tomorrow's opportunities. Discover your future at Pioneer.
Seven, 8, 9 due up in the lineup here for East Knox. Dakota Cooper will get things going at the plate. Bulldogs already up 1-0 thanks to an RBI double out of Caleb Armstrong in the first. His brother Colton holding things down on the mound, 2 complete innings. Both shutout innings, obviously, as we sit here in a 1-0 ball game. Brody Beck was just thrown out at second. He'll throw this pitch in for a strike.
The East Knox dugout giving him flack for swinging at that one.
And he swings at that, too, on the curveball. Was a bit early, able to chip it foul. But let's go ahead and take a look back to that throw to second that ended the top of the second. Ridenauer jumped up immediately. And I saw Jackson, I think it was Caleb, that both came back to the dugout as Cooper swings and misses here for strike 3. But they were coming back basically saying they were communicating across the diamond that it was a big secondary lead by Beck. Maybe he could try to throw him out,
yeah.
And that's what he did. So good communication in the infield.
Yeah, it's that communication that it can save you runs. And it might have just done that as well. Stranded the runner at the plate.
Beck's pitch goes to the backstop on Jesse Dudgeon. Dudgeon playing the hot corner today for EK. The 1-0 pitch. That one in there for a strike. Gets a swing and a miss out of Jesse. Curveball 1-1, taken down towards third base. Barber will scoop this one up foul. Count moves to 1-2. East Knox 12-4, 7-1 in the KMAC. Their first loss in the league came to Northmor just 2 days ago in a 7-1 struggle at the plate. This one misses outside for Dudgeon.
And that's what made that first run for them even more important. Kind of shook off the rust from that last game.
Dudgeon, though, was one to record a hit. He went 1 for 3 with a single. He did strike out, though. Watches that one high. We are full 3-2. Dudgeon back in the plate. The windup from Beck. This one fouled back. Northmor, just to kind of give you a context, giving up a run in the first inning, not common for this team. They have a 2.33 ERA, which is KMAC best. East Knox is second in that category. This one high for ball 4. Dudgeon takes his base.
That's just a great job working the count. Especially after the last batter, swinging out of the zone. Staying calm, composed, cool, collected. Works the walk, and now another chance here with the courtesy runner to maybe steal a base and get in the scoring position.
Courtesy runner will come in with 1 gone, 1 on. In the bottom of the second, 1-0 lead for East Knox. And the lefty now steps in, Parker Schwartz. 1 for 2 with a single 2 days ago. Just a 150 average, but interestingly enough, he tripled earlier this season. Watches that in there for a strike in the top line.
You say he ran right into one, knocked it into the gap, used his speed.
Pickoff attempt to first, not in time. Tucker running the base paths. Not the biggest lead. That one ends up outside. Evened up at 1. East Knox with a run in the first. They lead the league in runs per game, 9, just over 9 this year. Curveball sneaks in there. Later call. We move to 1 and 2.
Yeah, against that lefty, just trying to clip the outside part of the zone with the curveball. He was able to do so. We'll see if he can come back to that here.
This one misses.
Yeah, instead went with the fastball high.
Not the most adventurous leads right now from the courtesy runner Tucker. Beck looks back to him, delivers a pitch. He goes. Curveball, throw down. Going to be offline, and Tucker nabs a base. I mean, sometimes not taking the biggest leads, that kind of helps you a little bit, gets the pitcher to relax too much. That's what Tucker did right there.
Yeah, it's not about the lead, it's about the start. He was able to read the pitcher perfectly and get that extra couple feet, and throw was way offline anyway.
And another walk here, back to back, as Schwartz reaches. So first and second, 1 out, and we are back to the top of the order with Zane Grinnell.
And remember, Grinnell, that hard line out the center. Don't think he's going to start him with another fastball here. Maybe go change up or curveball.
First pitch fouled away.
So again, he was swinging first pitch.
Into the stretch, 2 runners on, 1 out, bottom of the second. Bulldogs already up a run. The pitch from Brody. This one swung out, popped up in the infield, and lost it in the sun. Everybody, or maybe the out's going to be made at second. No, everybody's going to be safe to throw offline.
Was infield fly called, though?
It was Jack Bowdre who lost it in the sun. That is blaring in from the third base side. Was it high enough for the call to be made an infield fly?
And
the
I don't
answer's
think
no.
the umpire saw it. He even said, I couldn't see it with the sun. I don't think it was. It's going to load the bases.
And that will bring up a formidable bat at the plate. Colton Armstrong, .463 average. But he has not been in many RBI situations. He's only got 3 on the year. He'll meet with Coach Steinmetz briefly as things get figured out. And it looks like we'll have a meeting on the mound with bases loaded and 1 out. So Brody, just a sophomore on the mound. So just trying to get some composure settled in on your pitcher. Definitely not thinking about pulling him yet. It's a quick chat from Coach Buck.
1 out. Any base, force at any base can get you an out. corner is going to play on the bases. The middle infielder is going to play double play depth. So two interesting plays here early on. The ground ball that hit the runner, and then the pop-up that wasn't high enough to be a infield fly.
Back on the rubber. Beck delivers. This one misses. Colton Armstrong, certainly a chance to help himself out on the mound. 2 shutout innings he's thrown so far. Already with a 1-0 lead, could make it a 3 or even 4. That one's in for a strike. Maybe not too happy with that one.
I guess he thought it was a little bit outside.
Grinnell at first, Schwartz at second, Tucker at third. This one fouled to the backstop. Count moves to 1-2. Colton coming in struggling against Northmor, 0 for 3 with a strikeout 2 days ago. Settles back into the box.
That was a big pitch to get ahead. Now he can try and work around maybe a ground ball.
Curveball. Will not go. We're evened up at 2.
May only be the bottom of the second, but this is a big moment here in this game.
Beck calls off the first pitch. See what he goes with. This one lined, and that will find the 6 gap. Tucker scores, and they will hold the runner at third. It is a station-to-station RBI single for Colton Armstrong. Two 2-0 Bulldogs, as that one just finds its way past the shortstop Brubaker.
Yeah, he just fought that off and muscled it into left field.
So that will bring Caden Ridenauer. He was brought in as the first run in the first. He'll watch that one low and outside to start things out. Bulldogs bats have come alive. Already have bested their total on Tuesday. The pitch in there for a strike. Even at 1.
Went with the off speed, got the curveball over the middle of the plate.
Back up to 44 pitches.
That was after getting a quick first 2 outs in the first inning. Only 6 pitches to do that.
Ridenauer watches that just get away from hitting, not far enough for East Knox to think about going. Schwartz now at third. He decides to hold up. Ridenauer with a 2-out single that kick-started things in the bottom of the first, helped him score. Strike 2, 2-2. 3 on, 2 out. Ducks on the pond here for Caden Ridenauer.
1 out.
Next pitch. Curveball taken up the middle. Schwartz will score on his birthday. Rounding third, Grinnell play at the plate. Throw will be a little bit too short. And it is now a 4-0 game, East Knox.
Big at bat to break this open here in the second.
Not a bad throw in from center, but just a bit too short. Grinnell's got the speed to get all the way around from second. So Ridenauer with the 2 RBI single, and then also Colton sits at second.
They can still do damage here with 1 down.
Jax Lester takes ball 1. 3-run second inning. Bulldogs recently in the coaches poll were ranked 6th in Division 5. And with these bats, you can see why. Lester grounds this one to short. Double play opportunity, throw to second, throw to first. They're going to say
He was on the bag.
He was on the bag. I thought he called him off the bag, but nonetheless, that is a double play, and that will get Northmor out of a chaotic inning. Bulldogs, though, strike with 3 runs on the board. It's now 4-0. And the Bulldogs lead it over Northmor.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Top half of the third, East Knox back out in the field after a 3-run second inning. Bumps their lead up to 4-0 over Northmor. Bulldogs with all the momentum right now, not just at the bats, but in the way that they got to their bats in the second, with Ridenauer jumping up, throwing out a runner at second for Northmor. That left them dead in their tracks. First pitch swinging, this one taken out to left center. And the run-in and catch will be made for out number 1. That is Dakota Cooper out there.
Always want to put down that shutdown inning after putting up a crooked number. That's exactly what you want to see. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jack Bowdre will step in. Next pitch. We'll turn 0-1 on Bowdre as he fouls that back. Jack, first team All-KMAC last season for his bat, which has continued to rake here for Northmor. 421 average, 10 RBI, 2 doubles and a triple this year. The 0-1 fouled back. It's 0-2.
That's going to get out of play as well.
So Colton doing his job here thus far in 27 pitches compared to Beck on the other side for Northmor, who was nearing 50.
And that just tells you the 2 pitching styles of both. See him out there, he's pitching the contact. Just letting his defense get the outs for him. Then Beck on the other end, he's trying to get those strikeouts. So trying to go around the zone, working around the count, working up that count.
This one ends up in the dirt. Count moves to 1-2. East Knox, of course, Northmore's pitching, one of the best, in fact, the best in the KMAC. East Knox is second right behind him, 2.89 ERA this season as a team. And the pitch here is in for strike 3. Gets Bowdre looking, and that is now strikeout 108 for the team this season.
Just make me eat my words. I said he's just trying to get contact. And what does he do? Next batter strikes him out.
And not just any batter, but probably the best batter at the plate for Northmor this season. He heads to the bench looking on strike 3. Armstrong goes high and in on the next batter. And he'll step off here. Billy Bolin does not bat an eye in the box. He's still waiting for Colton to kind of collect himself. He'll swing at this one. Pop it up just to the outfield. Calling everybody off. Caleb makes the catch. And for the second inning out of 3, he makes the final out to send East Knox back to the plate. So we will jump to the bottom of the 3rd. Travis, so far, what's your take on the Bulldogs, not just at the bats, but in the field today?
In the field, they're playing East Knox baseball right now. Fielding the ball well, making good plays, but then on the offensive end, they're taking advantage of some lucky bounces.
So Brody already back out there. He's just waiting on his catcher. Ethan Hinton was on deck in that last frame, so he had to drop everything, go put his catcher's gear on. Seems like he did that pretty quick.
I mean, take us back to the top of the 1st. You had 1st and 2nd, nobody out. That ground ball hits the runner. They get the force as well. If that doesn't happen, if that ball gets through, it's probably at least bases loaded, nobody out. And this game immediately changes the complexion. But instead, the Bulldogs get the bounce. They get out of the inning, immediately score in the bottom, and take control of this game.
But you were talking in that top half about Beck and his strikeout tendencies. He's top 5 in the league in strikeouts. Today has not been necessarily the same story. I mean, he's got 3 strikeouts, but the work that's been happening along with that, he's faced 13 hitters, 4 of them have crossed home plate. He's walked 2, which is rare for the Golden Knights. Their command is usually what makes them stand out amongst the rest. So that's just going to be the aspect where we see Northmor try to dial in, not give up, and have any, I guess you could say, undeserved base runners for East Knox. First pitch swinging. There's a base runner. Quick round to first. It is a single for Caleb Armstrong.
Man, they're jumping all over the first pitch here today. Fearless at bats. Took a quick glance on Game Changer. And at the moment, Centerburg up on Mount Gilead 6-1.
What inning is that in?
That game is waiting for it to load.
This one outside for Westney.
Top 3. That game taking place in the heart of Ohio.
Of course, remember, Centerburg had a suspended game with East Knox that they'll play later. As this ball gets away and Caleb's going to get a free base, he'll round second, maybe try to make it a second, but Hinton gets there quickly. So runner moves to second, but Centerburg leads 4-1 against East Knox in a game that will be played later on this season. I believe a date has not yet been set.
Trojans sitting in with 4 losses in the conference, so they would need to take that game and get help twice to get back into the race.
Back on the mound right now, not in the greatest spot. He's got a base to give, but he's down 3-0. Make it ball 4.
Golden Knights did have a pitcher warming up in the bottom of the last inning before they were able to get out of the jam. Nobody up warming right now, but might be a short leash here.
And it's almost like the game has been completely flipped on its head. This is exactly 2 days ago what Northmor did to East Knox early in the game. Squaring to bunt. This one fouled back by Cooper. Now, I'll take that back a little bit. The first scoring of the game didn't happen until the third inning for Northmor, but the Golden Knights, once they did get to that third inning, piled it up on the Bulldogs, and East Knox had to play from behind the rest of the way. And, of course, they have flipped that here on Thursday. Curveball in for strike 2.
That all-important first run.
Caleb at second, Garrett at first. This pitch misses high. It's 1-2.
Now the other squad that is 2 games back, that's Fredericktown.
Cooper will fly this out to center. Catch made, no attempt of a tag.
Fredericktown was supposed to play at Danville. Danville decided they needed an extra day for the dry out, so they are not playing today. They'll play tomorrow. Fredericktown, that's the 3rd team that is with 3 losses in the conference.
Curveball just misses on the high line of the zone. I mean, how many KMAC teams do we realistically think could make a run at districts? I would say maybe 5.
Yeah.
Throw back to second. Caleb there in time.
I mean, you have your state-ranked squads. You have Northmor. You have Mount Gilead. You have East Knox. Fredericktown, as always, is a good team. Centerburg.
Swing and a miss by Dudgeon.
You know what all of those teams have? They have a stud pitcher.
Yes. And that's what you need in postseason.
If you can get a stud pitcher and a very good number 2, as that swung on and missed for strike 2. If you can get that stud pitcher and a good number 2, that good number 2 can pitch you in a semifinal, and then you have your stud pitching in a championship game. You never know.
Swing and a miss by Dudgeon. There's out number 2.
Pass, ball, walk. Chance to get out of the inning with a 0.
Curveball outside.
Now, if you do you have the pitching leaders and what teams they play for?
Yeah,
Andy?
Yeah. It's Brubaker at the top for Northmor.
Mm-hmm.
This one's high and outside. Then it goes Caleb Armstrong for East Knox.
Mm-hmm.
And Gage Baker for Mount Gilead. Those are the top 3.
All 3 state-ranked squads. All 3. There's your ace in the hole. And then I bet if you look at the rest of the rankings, there's going to be a second player from all 3 of those teams that are around or in the top 10.
Yeah, Beck is one of them, despite the struggles today. 2 outs, 2 on here in the bottom of the 3rd. And we got a balk from Beck as we were talking about him. He stepped off the rubber, but not without some extra stuff that sends the runners to second and third. Counts 3-0. And that one just hits the upper line. Parker Schwartz at the plate. Nice RBI situation for him. Next pitch. Swings. Big swing, in fact. Puts him down, now 3-2.
First base is open, so you don't have to throw a meatball down there. You can try and get him to chase. It won't do as much harm as you'd think.
The payoff is high and outside. Schwartz takes the base. Ducks are on the pond again for the Bulldogs. And now it's Zane Grinnell at the top of the lineup with a chance to really, really open things up.
Yeah.
Caleb Armstrong at third. Grinnell watches that outside. Great dive behind the plate by Hinton. That keeps this a 4-0 game. This one driven out to center. And that will get down. 2-hop off the wall. Armstrong scores, also crossing home. And then another play at the plate. The third run is thrown out. Schwartz tried to get his second run of the game, and he was tagged out just barely before he touched home. East Knox, though, still makes it 6-0. But the Knights able to tack one off right there, thanks to a great tag at the plate by Hinton that will end the third inning. Taking a break, come back with the fourth here on the OH Report.
Your future starts here at Pioneer Career and Technology Center. At Pioneer, you'll gain real-world skills, hands-on training, and college credits, all while preparing for the jobs of tomorrow. Pioneer, preparing today's students for tomorrow's opportunities. Discover your future at Pioneer.
Colton Armstrong getting some final warm-ups in before we start the fourth inning. Try to squeeze this in, but a nice swing to end this inning. Nearly scored 3 runs for East Knox. You could see Schwartz running the entire way as he tried to be that third and final run to cross, and he was just barely tagged out on a great relay by Northmor all the way from dead center to home. And the player who made that tag is at the plate now, Ethan Hinton. He'll watch one in the dirt.
It's go time for the Northmor offense. They're down 6-0. Now we're flirting with possible 10-run rule type deal, the way that East Knox has been hitting the ball. You got to get something offensively, change some momentum here in this inning.
This one grounded down to third baseline. That'll tail foul. Dudgeon had his bases covered. No pun intended there.
Taking a look at the state rankings right now, for the district, East Knox in a little bit better shape than Northmor. They're the top team in the state rankings in their district. You also have Northridge back there at 13. You have Mount Gilead at 21st. So it could be very favorable for the Bulldogs if they can get a high seed, which they should with the RPI. Well, they don't do the RPI in baseball, so that's fouled off.
Just out of play. Some decent hustle by Kidwell, who tried to make a play on it.
However, the number 1 team in all Division 5, you know them, Jonathan Langdon. You called their state championship game last year, and they're reloaded. That is the Waynedale Golden Bears.
Are they still golden?
Yes,
You've
they
been
are.
there a few times this year so far?
Yeah, they are. And then you got Minford Coldwater as the top, finishing out the top 3.
There's a 1-2 in the dirt again.
For the Golden Knights, though, D6 breaks into 2 Central Districts, which is good because the number 1 team in the state is West Jefferson. You also have Mechanicsburg there at 6. You have Liberty Union at 12. You have Northmor at 15. So if I were to choose.
This one grounded over to Lester on a hop. Able to field it, throw to first. Nice stretch. Gets out number 1.
And again, just let your defense play behind you and make them.
But look at the stretch at the end here. Put on by Kidwell.
Yeah.
Eesh.
Yeah, that makes my groin hurt just watching. But if I had my choice of either playing in the Central District in D5 or D6, I'd say the D5 Central District a lot more favorable, especially if you have the pitching and the hitting like East Knox does.
First pitch swinging, dive over in the hot corner from his knees, throw across the diamond, will not be in time.
Oh, that was almost a Play of the Year nominee right there.
Jesse Dudgeon
Woo.
nearly outdid himself over there in third, but the great speed by Bowen gets him on. Well, that was actually Chapman who was able to reach. So Chapman on it first with 2 out, or with 1 out. But much needed life for Northmor on the base paths. And up comes Trevor Brubaker.
If the Bulldogs are able to make that play, that just did completely take the wind out of the sails. But Northmor able to scrap it out.
Throw over to first. On a pickoff attempt is a little bit wide. It's not going to keep Chapman from taking a bigger lead. He's got great speed. This one misses high. Now what I will say is Ridenauer behind the plate will not hesitate to throw over. So you got to be careful on that front if you're Northmor. Another good lead. Brubaker takes the strike. We're evened up at 1.
You know, believe it or not, I heard Sunday is the draw for girls for softball.
It is.
We're a week and a half away from the baseball district draw already. And this game would mean a lot for both teams in the district too.
Ridenauer throws over to first. Great scoop by Kidwell. Ball was in the dirt. Count moves to 2-1. You got to think maybe if that's a better pitch into the plate, that gives Ridenauer a better chance.
Yes. A little bit more outside, get him into his motion.
Another good lead by Chapman. And this will get away from Zane. Or my mistake, that's Caden back there.
But that's exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to get the pitcher thinking about him, and that very well may be why he overthrew there and into the dirt.
Colton recollects himself. The 3-1. Strike 2. At the knees. Brubaker, second team all KMAC in the batter's box right now. However, batting average has slipped a little bit. 250 right now. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Despite his 250 average, he still has 12 RBI on the season, so he's been a clutch hitter. We'll see the second payoff here coming up. 6-0 game, Bulldogs in front. 1 on, 1 gone. That one inside and low. Brubaker takes his base.
That's a great job by Trevor to work that around. So the Golden Knights now. A little bit of that momentum. Got to get a run or two here, though, in the inning. 2 on, 1 down.
Slow walk back for Colton, who tries to regather himself.
And I like that. You know, his backstop, wanting a new baseball, walks up. It allows him to take a couple seconds to regroup.
First pitch swing, and this might stay in the yard. Running in, Kidwell will make the catch by the fence, and that's out number 2.
Wow. Huge pitch there.
And that will retire Brookston Beck, who is not in the box for long. And with 2 out, here comes the pitcher, Brody Beck.
As I was just saying, he was able to walk all the way to home plate, grab the baseball, get a few words from his catcher, regroup, and what does he do? Perfect pitch on that first one to get the pop-up.
Look back to second, the delivery. Well, hit Beck square on the back. I believe that's the second time he's been hit. It's a third hit by pitch from the East Knox curler. So that will put the bases loaded. Chapman at third, Brubaker at second, Beck at first, and Brendan Barber, who has been a hot bat for Northmor. He's in the box now.
And with 2 outs, runners are going on anything, so a base hit in the outfield will most likely make this a 6-2 game.
Take strike 1. Brendan on Tuesday, 2 for 3, 2 RBI, and a strikeout. He also played a great game with a double in their game before that against Buckeye Central on Friday. Takes another one, same location, just a bit higher it seems. Counts 1-1. Six 0 East Knox, the shutout in danger. This one chipped back.
Golden Knights have a thrower in the bullpen down the first baseline.
It's Finn Fessler warming up over there.
He'd love to come in with a couple runs on the board for his squad.
From the stretch, this one lined in the gap. That'll get to right field. One run will score. They'll test the right fielder who doesn't scoop the ball up cleanly, and that will allow Brubaker to cross as well. It's 6-2.
Huge swing there. Went with the off speed. Went with the pitch, drove it into right field. And the Golden Knights get 2 on the board. They have a chance to cut the lead in half here with another hit.
Seemed as if it ate up Westney and right.
Yeah, that allowed the runner to go from second to third.
First pitch strike from Colton to try and recollect himself again. This is Carr at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
But even if he can just get this third out here, not too much damage done. You're still up 4 runs going into the bottom of the fourth.
Next pitch. This one popped foul. Runners on the corners here. And quickly ahead, 0-2 is Colton. But how about Brendan over sitting at first? 2 RBIs in game 1. He's already got 2 here in game 2.
I think that deserves saying he has the clutch gene.
He goes. Throw down to second. Will get away. And that'll be a third run as Beck crosses home plate.
Wow. I'm surprised they went with the complete throw down there.
The slide by Barber ended up getting in Jax's way as he was trying to get it on the scoop. So a stolen base for Barber and then collateral damage as well. It's now 6-3.
So the Golden Knights taking a chance on the base paths, and now the fourth run is in scoring position here.
2-2 count. Inside. We move to full. Runner in scoring position. 2 out, 1 on. Carr at the plate, looking for his first hit of the game. Carr calls time. Armstrong, this will be pitch 56. The payoff. Fastball, grounded, and another nice play made. And out there, and an out there. How about the play here in this game at third base by Dudgeon? And that gets him out of it, and it will move us to the bottom of the fourth. So we will have that pitching change coming up for the Golden Knights. It is Finn Fessler who will get a chance here. Of course, a pitcher who I do not have a graphic for, unfortunately. I had a graphic for 5 Northmor pitchers. He was not one of them.
Oh. The life of a media member. Well, let's pull up the game changer and give you some scores from around the area, Mr. Lang. Then I'll
Yeah, fire away.
A little bit of a break here as I load this up. But that is a big answer by the Golden Knights to get 3 back, cut it to 6-3. You get a shutdown inning here, completely changes the complexion of this game. When you thought if East Knox could get out of that inning, they're banking on 10-run rule area.
Oh yeah.
But instead, we've got ourselves a game again. Start with softball. Strasburg up on East Canton 17-1. West Holmes up on Madison 8-3. Highland baseball beating Clear Fork right now 4-1. Smithville baseball ahead of Hillsdale 8-4. It is Clear Fork softball up 4-3 on Highland. A game here in the KMAC, Centerburg leads Mount Gilead on the baseball side 7-1. So that has some implications with the race. Shelby softball up 8-3 on Ontario. Centerburg softball, state ranked, up on Mount Gilead 15-2. And Upper Sandusky softball leads Bucyrus 4-0. Those scores brought to you by Game Changer. Your score here, 6-3 in the bottom of the fourth. Big game here in the KMAC. East Knox, 1 loss coming into today in the conference. Northmor, Mount Gilead, Fredericktown, all with 3 losses. A Northmor win would really switch things up as they would get back to within 1 game with the other 2 teams. And as we said, what was it, May 4th, if I heard right, is when they will finish that Centerburg-East Knox game, in which Centerburg leads 4-1 after 3.
So East Knox will have an uphill battle there. As Armstrong in the plate takes strike 1 there. It's 1-1. I knew there was a reason I didn't have a pitching graphic for Fessler. That's because this is his first appearance this year. And it comes in a big game. Grounder over to second, scooped up, throw to first. Carr makes the play. Bowdre makes the catch. It's out number 1.
So up from the JV ranks to help out.
I mean, that's a big call to make in a game like this. So far it's worked out. Just a 3-pitch AB ground out to second. Caden Ridenauer now. Takes a fastball high.
And I will say his release isn't that much different than what East Knox has seen so far today.
Next pitch.
That one was. So his first release we saw last pitch was over the top. This one kind of sidearmed. So that's something that can really throw off a batter, Jonathan, is the fact that you're trying to look at a release point at top and then all of a sudden he throws it from the side.
That one ends up in the dirt. Well, the big issue, though, is does it turn into a situation where if it's a different release point, you know it's a certain pitch?
Yes, that too. That may as well be a tip-off.
And with a team like East Knox, they could pick on that quick. That one high, ball 4. So you can tell with Finn, the job here is just to get through an inning. I think they want to try to preserve the arms of some of their better guys. If they can get 1 inning out of Finn, that would be huge. Maybe even get 2. And then you can bring in one of your better arms as a closer in a situation where if Northmor builds up a lead, they can finish it from there. Jax Lester takes ball 1.
Especially with games running out before the tournament draw. We have a week and a day. I believe Friday night's when it locks up, but you have a week and a day. So every game's pivotal now. And if you can save some of those arms for some games next week and still stay competitive in this one, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, Finn has missed in a very similar location multiple times now. He's gone high 2 in a row. It's 2-0. Quick look over to first. Decent lead for Caden. The 2-0. Time called in the box by Jax. Huge shout out to Jax Lester. I got to walk in the dugout earlier today before the game, and he showed me, of course, a special attachment to his helmet in honor of Aiden Riggle, who, of course, has been mourned over these last couple of days here in the community. Mm-hmm. He's got AR-51 on the side of his helmet. Strike 2, throw down, not in time. Strike 1, my mistake there. You see those helicopters flying by?
Yeah.
From a distance, taking in some baseball.
A little bit of a military convoy.
The 2-1. Lester takes outside. He's got a hitter's count. I saw it as I was looking, trying to find that AR-51 thing I was talking about on Jax's helmet. And I just looked up in the distance, and all of a sudden, 3 helicopters are taking route. Here's the 3-1. That one gets to the backstop. Jax will hustle it out. It all depends on Caden. If he wants to go to third, he will hold up. So first and second, reset the count, and up comes Caleb Armstrong.
And here comes Coach to calm him down.
So 1 out, 2 on, 6-3 East Knox. And, of course, a tight spot here for Finn, just his first appearance in the varsity squad on the mound this season. It's going to take some doing to get out of this unscathed.
For Northmor, after today, they have Fredericktown Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Elgin on Friday. So their final 3 games before the draw. 2 big ones with Fredericktown, who is, like I said, sitting tied with them with 3 losses in conference, and I believe they had double-digit wins as well.
Well, there's no working around Caleb Armstrong. He's 2 for 2 today. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Takes the first pitch high. Ridenauer at second, Lester at first. Caleb had that RBI double to start out the scoring in the first inning.
Big 2-out RBI double.
Look back to second. The pitch from Finn is put in play, grounded over to second, bobbled by the second baseman, and he will have no play. Carr let it eat him up in the infield, and it's now another bases-loaded situation here for the EK Bulldogs.
Man, that is a huge error on the Golden Knights. You'd have second and third with 2 out. Calm down your pitcher a little bit, but now instead, high-pressure situation. Bulldogs with a chance to get those runs back immediately.
And Finn steps off the mound. No, cannot blame him in this situation. Can certainly be rattling for a guy like him on the mound. And there it is. And running towards home. Ridenauer slides in safely. Both other runners advance up. No force in play now. And it is 7-3 East Knox. So Lester moves to third, Caleb to second. Westney 0 for 1. One crack of the bat could really extend things yet again. And it would get those 3 runs that East Knox gave up right back with just 1 out.
And that's what just separates the good teams from the great teams, the ability to take advantage of mistakes, especially against a good team. Sometimes the team like Northmor, they make a mistake, they can work around it and still get out. But if you do it against a team like East Knox, they'll jump right on it and get that momentum right back.
Quickly down, or I guess in the batter's perspective, up 3-0. Westney watches the 3-0. In there for a strike, upper inside corner.
He was taking the whole time for that one. Now a big hitter's count. First base is open. Don't know if we'll see him try and attack him right down the middle.
Answer's no. That'll go in the dirt again. Bases are juiced again. 1 out. Really, really tight spot for Northmor. Dakota Cooper now stepping in. Cooper 1 for 3 with a single 2 days ago. He went. Just could not hold himself up. Finds himself behind 0-1 on a pitch that was way high up in the zone.
That's just being a little too antsy right there. Let's regroup. It's only 0-1.
Fessler in desperation mode for Northmor. This one lined over towards the first base coach. Count quickly moves to 0-2.
Now, I will say for you fans watching at home, it looks like a beautiful day out here. However, it's cold, and the wind's blowing from third base over to first base, which may cause some problems as well. But it could be worse.
The 0-2. Swung on and missed. First base occupied. That's out number 2.
That's a big pitch there. And that's just taking advantage of the antsiness. You got him to swing on a high pitch, so try and bury it, see what he does. We'll see if he goes back to it right here. That's out of play.
Out of play. And my mistake, I was off on the count. It is 1-2. Reached for that one, and that is now going to be out number 2.
Buried another one in the dirt and got him to chase. But this is where East Knox has been able to eat. 2 outs, bases loaded. That 2-out Lightning is where they love to be, and they're in that situation one more time right here.
And the Gold Glover is up, Jesse Dudgeon. First pitch swing, and that will sneak by Fessler. Going to be a tough play by Carr. Scoops it up, and that is out number 3. Still able to get him in plenty of time. And East Knox only going to get 1 across the board here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll step aside, take a break, come back. 5th inning stretch will be coming up here momentarily on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Top half of the 5th here on the OH Report from East Knox High School. Bulldogs lead at 7-3 over Northmor. 5th inning stretch coming up. Top of the order is up for Northmor as Jack Bowdre is at the plate. First pitch to him is high.
Despite the mess on the base pass, Northmor able to limit that to 1. They won the inning 3-1, but still trailed by 4.
Bowdre 1 for 2 in this game. So he takes a strike.
So we talked about last inning, Northmore's schedule coming up before the draw. Well, East Knox, they have opportunities as well. I'll tell you that after this pitch.
1-1's high.
So Saturday they take on Clear Fork, which is a good game for anybody to look at. Monday they continue that game with Centerburg, and then their last 2 games before the draw, Mount Gilead. So state-ranked teams pretty much playing for.
As that's going to be down the line fair. Bowdre gets himself a single, maybe more. He'll put the brakes on. Nicely fielded out and right by Westney. But, yeah, 2 state-ranked teams battling it out yet again. I mean, Northmore state-ranked too,
Yeah.
so East Knox really not getting a break.
But Mount Gilead 21st in D5, and that also will probably determine district seeding. Whoever wins, if you get a split, it might stay the same. But if, say, Mount Gilead gets 2 wins, they'll jump ahead of East Knox by the way people vote. Or if East Knox gets it, they'll jump ahead of Mount Gilead. So that's a huge series right before the draw.
Pretty big hit there, too, by Jack Bowdre. He's now got a 2-hit performance as he leads this off with a single in the top of the 5th.
And correct me if I'm wrong, he's the only 2 times they've had the leadoff runner on was him, first inning and now.
That's correct. From the stretch. This one curls the dirt. Quickly down 2-0 is Colton Armstrong. Colton, not a guy you're typically going to see get taken out of a game. He's usually. There's one that sneaks in the zone.
Maybe you'll see Northmore trying to see more pitches from him, especially late. If he stays out there, at least to wear him down and try and take advantage. But like I said, he's a man that hits the contact. He could get out of it easily with a double play ball.
This one popped up to right. Westney has some work. Tracking back, he makes the catch. There's the first out of the inning.
That wind helped carry that about mid to deep right field, but easily followed it, made the nice catch for the first out.
So Billy Bolin retired for a second time. He's now 1 for 3. And up comes Ethan Hinton in the 3 spot for Northmore.
Now double play ball gets him out of the inning with quick pitch count.
Quick throw to first, not in time.
Now, Jonathan, you said you thought 5 teams could contend. Who's the best contender in the KMAC to make it furthest in the tournament? That's high for a ball.
That's a question I cannot answer.
Come on, KMAC Langdon. I had to do it before. Just say all of them.
I could say all of them.
I did remember.
I haven't seen Mount Gilead play yet, so I can't speak for them. This is my first time seeing East Knox. In fact, it's my first time seeing both of these teams. This one's fouled away.
We did have a year where I think it was East Knox, Fredericktown, and Highland all won district championships. And all 3, I believe, came within just a couple runs of making it to the Final 4. I think 3 finishes regional runners-up that year.
Ridenauer throws as the runner goes. And safe at second is Bowdre. It was awfully close.
If you want to slow that down, I think I got the shot for you.
Just snuck that leg in. It was a bit of a high throw, but that's being nitpicky on Caden
That was
Ridenauer.
a nice throw.
On a bang-bang play like that, you got to critique someone, and that's where Caden kind of gets the stray. So Jack in scoring position. Another pitch low. It's a hitter's count, 3-1.
Now for Northmore, they have to watch themselves on second base. Twice did they run into one getting hit by the ball, and the other one, the tag that started the double play. You have to freeze on a ground ball to the left side. Wait till the ball's released before you get a third. That's not going to happen here.
Puts that in play. Westney has been busy. There's out number 2. No tag from Bowdre. Are you surprised to see no tag there from Jack?
I mean, with his speed, I think a single into the outfield scores him from second anyway. I think he's just, I don't know. Coach doesn't look too happy over there, though, so maybe he did want him to tag up, but. I mean, he stole the base closely. You'd think he'd take another chance and get the third.
And another hit by pitch. That's now 4 for Colton on the mound, and I believe it's yet again to the same hitter. Brody's been hit twice. Number 19, that's 11. That's Brody Chapman, who I believe has also been knocked twice. Gonna check that. Yes, both of them have been hit twice today. So first and second, 2 outs now. Fastball in the dirt. Struggling with command right now. That fastball getting away. Got Bowdre at second, Chapman at first, both very speedy on the base paths. Brubaker watches another one outside. It's 2-0. Trevor also formidable at the plate. However, today is 0 for 1.
Starting to lose command just a little bit. But with 2 outs, he's just a pitch away from escaping.
Look back to second, the pitch. It is 3-0.
If that were me at the plate, I am taking this 1,000%.
If Brubaker reaches on a walk, this will be 4 straight half innings where the bases have been loaded.
Action on the base pass in this one.
Threatened to go back on Bowdre at second. Some cloud coverage here. Gust of wind coming in as well from our backs at third base. First strike of the AB goes right down the middle. Still a hitter's count for Trevor, 3-1. Coming up, pitch 74 for Colton Armstrong. Delivery goes right by Brubaker.
Runners will be off with this pitch.
I feel like we haven't seen a swing and a miss very often today.
No.
That one just completely fooled him. From 3-0 to 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. 2 straight innings of loaded bases.
And believe it or not, that brings the tying run to the plate.
And Northmor, not a team with too much pop that could get it out over the fence. But if you had to pick a guy, Brookston Beck is one of them.
And again, I like this meeting. No coaches needed here. That just tells you how good of a relationship the catcher and pitcher have. Knowing that in a big situation, you just go out there, you calm them down. It worked for them last time. Can he get the big out here to escape the jam again?
Brookston to the plate, Bowdre at third, Chapman at second, Brubaker at first on the walk. Big spot for the Bulldogs to try and stay in front. First pitch goes right by Brookston.
Try tying this game up with that swing.
Beck still dialed in at the plate. The delivery inside. Brookston is 0 for 2. Beck 270 on the year. 6 RBI. He had an RBI on Tuesday in the 3rd inning of their game. That scored the 3rd run of that contest. Time called. Four-run game, as Travis mentioned earlier. Brookston at the plate is the tying run. The pitch is low and outside.
I'm sitting dead red here. Anything else I'm taking.
The 2-1 is inside. Brookston had to back away. Hitters count. Dangerous spot.
Very dangerous.
That was 80 pitches for Colton. And that one in there, strike 2. Bowdre tried to intimidate him a little bit at third with a stutter step towards home. Did not work.
Well,
we are full again.
Now they can take off.
Everybody going to be moving. And this one popped up just shy of the outfield, and the catch made by Kidwell in a bases-loaded jam. And with that, Travis, how about we stretch it out? Stand to your feet. You've been standing the whole time.
I've been standing the whole time.
Stand up, stretch. Get you your line score here in a 7-3 ball game.
Here from beautiful Howard, Ohio.
Oh, yeah. Solid day. This is the only athletic event going on campus, as the rescheduled game that was supposed to be yesterday, there was supposed to be a softball game going on across the way. That's been moved to next week. So all eyes are over here at the baseball diamond for a battle of two top teams.
Yeah, big one. A big one that has a lot of implications with the top of the KMAC. I've said it a few times. Northmor, Mount Gilead, Fredericktown. 2 games behind the Bulldogs in the standings with 3 losses. East Knox with 1. If Northmor wins this game, East Knox would be sitting at 2 with the other teams a game back, as well as that game that needs to be continued against Centerburg, which will be continued on Monday, with the Trojans leading that game 4-1. So right there could be the difference. But if East Knox can hold on and get the win here, that really helps things out, especially with Mount Gilead looming next week, which could also help determine the KMAC. However, Mount Gilead, I last saw, were losing 6-1 to Centerburg.
So your line score, Northmor 3-5-1, East Knox 7-8-1. Bulldogs have scored in each frame that they have batted in. 1 run in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and here we are about to see them go in the bottom of the 5th. The question now becomes, who will it be that steps up today? Try and put some more insurance on for the Bulldogs. First pitch strike. This is a pinch hitter here for East Knox. Wyatt Baker comes in, did not bat on Tuesday either. First appearance of the series. Count moves even 1-1. Finn Fessler struggled a bit in the 4th. On the mound, he stays out there. This will be his 28th pitch. Inside. Count moves to 3-1. That one in there, strike 2. Full yet again. That's been a theme here in the last couple of half innings. Fessler delivers. Inside, ball 4.
Just missed.
It's a pinch hit walk.
So, Jonathan, you have inherited the dreaded headset with a screwblit missing.
Yeah, where my non-verbal's not good enough for you?
At first, and I saw it drop, I'm like, oh, that's where that went. But as I was saying before, Northmor just trying to get as much as they can out of this young pitcher. Coming back out for his 2nd inning. Only has allowed 1 run, though.
High and outside to Grinnell. No outs, runner on first on the walk. Baker's going to go. Squaring to bunt. That's pulled back, and Hinton did not get it on the transfer. It's a stolen base for Baker, who's quickly made an impact.
Yeah. Get that run back. Get that momentum back after Northmor. You know, you escape the jam in the top of the inning. Add on 1 or 2 more here in the bottom. Make yourselves comfortable again.
Grinnell takes low, but called a strike. Counts 1-2. One of the maybe the case of not the greatest frame behind the by the catcher.
Nope.
As that hits Zane. And a bit of extra power on that flip over to the dugout as he takes first base. Replays today brought to you by Northmor Athletic Boosters. It's the first hit by pitch today on Northmor's side. And it looks like we'll have a meeting and may have a pitching change due.
And we are.
So a change going to be made. We'll tell you about it when we come back here on the OH Report. 7-3, runner on first and second for East Knox here in the bottom of the fifth.
Your future starts here at Pioneer Career and Technology Center. At Pioneer, you'll gain real-world skills, hands-on training, and college credits, all while preparing for the jobs of tomorrow. Pioneer, preparing today's students for tomorrow's opportunities. Discover your future at Pioneer.
Jack Bowdre will be the next arm called, the lefty. No decisions yet this season. 2.33 ERA, 8 strikeouts. Hitters are averaging 2.73 on him. He's got some great movement, as most lefties do on their breaking pitches. So that's something that you'll want to watch out for as Jack gets his chance on the mound. Comes in with no outs, 2 runners on. Both will not be marked to him as Fessler finishes with just an inning of work. Baker at second. He was the pinch hitter that led off with a walk. Grinnell was hit by a pitch earlier. He sits at first. Squaring the bunt. Colton Alford, that's going to be strike one.
Update from Centerburg. 7-1 Trojans, top 7 against Mount Gilead. So Trojans trying to help out the Bulldogs here today as well.
Curveball. This bunt will be laid down. They'll opt to go to first. Runners advance. No force now. It's out number 1.
Gotta love a little small ball there to get some insurance runs.
So Colton does his job. That'll put him, or keep him, at 1 for 3 on the day. Moves everybody 90 feet closer to home plate.
Good old productive out there. And they're going to intentionally walk to load the bases and set up a force again.
Yeah, so Ridenauer will take his base. That'll bring up Jax Lester, the cleanup hitter. 447 on the season. I mean, you had to take your pick. Or I guess the phrase is pick your poison. They opt for Lester here.
Yeah, you opt to hopefully get a ground ball and a force out.
So Ridenauer at first, Grinnell at second, Baker at third. 1 out on the sacrifice that moved everybody up. Pitch from Bowdre. Another curveball. Late call of a strike. We're evened up at 1.
Bowdre would love to get one of those curveballs low and get a swing. Get him over the top for a ground ball to try and get a double play out of us.
Ooh,
Just
Lester
about got it
fouls
there.
that off. Hits him kind of in the inner thigh. They're 1 for 2 today. Here comes a 1-2. This one popped up, could stay in play. Just misses by a few feet.
So Lester with new life.
Jacks this year, 447 average, 15 runs, 18 RBI. That's second on the team. He's got fence power. He's hit a home run this year. Curveball, low and outside. He stays alive.
So just danced around the plate, not over it. Evens the count. Nowhere to put him.
The 2-2. Another one popped up. Is this going to leave the yard?
Yes.
Answer's yes.
The wind was just enough to blow it out.
Nice AB here from Jax as he goes back to get his bat. They have made Bowdre on the mound work. First to sacrifice, then forced to intentionally walk. The bases loaded, and now a long AB with Lester. And he gets him to swing and miss. Great curveball.
That one had just enough movement to get him to chase. And now he's an out from getting out of the jam.
First pitch swinging, this one chipped foul towards us. So Caleb Armstrong, he's had a pretty solid day for himself, 2 for 3. Also a run scored and an RBI. Sees that one hit the zone. 0-2, bases loaded. Bulldogs have stranded quite a few runners today. Can they reverse things here? Inside.
Well, it also has to do with the pitching staffs. Both teams stranding a bunch of ducks on the pond, but that's because you're facing the top 2 pitching staffs in all the KMAC.
Bowdre pitches it in. It would have been a strike, but time was called before.
High curveball usage by Jack here today.
You know that's on the back of Caleb's mind here, stepping back in. The 1-2. That one high.
Oh, no, it's not.
No. Late call, strike 3. And that gets Northmor out of yet another pickle. Through 5, Bulldogs still lead it 7-3. Golden Knights with some life as they head to the bats.
Your future starts here at Pioneer Career and Technology Center. At Pioneer, you'll gain real-world skills, hands-on training, and college credits, all while preparing for the jobs of tomorrow. Pioneer, preparing today's students for tomorrow's opportunities. Discover your future at Pioneer.
Nearing the 7 o'clock hour here from East Knox. Howard, Ohio. 7-3 East Knox as Colton Armstrong stays out on the mound for the Bulldogs. 7-8-9 due up for Northmor. It will be the first AB of the game for Finn Fessler, who came in to pitch momentarily, got an inning of work in, but also the perk of subbing him on as a pitcher is he's going to get a chance to hit. He is very formidable at the plate. He actually brought in the first run of the game on Tuesday via a ground out. He is a .361 hitter this season, 6 RBI, including that one on Tuesday.
Bottom of the order here for Northmor, so you got to get, if you really want to have a chance in this inning, you got to get 2 of the 3 to reach to get back to your top of the order.
And that's why you bring in a guy like Finn in this situation. The righty's going to be a handful here for Colton, who likes to pitch to contact, but that's exactly what Finn's going to be looking for here. First pitch is in the dirt.
And unless they go down in order 1, 2, 3, this is the best chance Northmor has, especially against a pitcher that's been out there for a while, starting to wear down a bit.
That one in there for a strike. Count evened up at 1.
Yes, I will eat my words now. That was a nice one right down the middle.
Next pitch to Fessler. Also in there, strike 2. So Fessler up at the plate. On deck is Barber, who had that 2 RBI single. And then you've got Brady Carr in the 9 spot in the hole. The 1-2. That one low.
This has that championship game feel to it, doesn't it, Jonathan?
It does. Both teams fighting it out. Time called at the plate. Bulldogs score the first 6 runs, and then Northmor comes back in the 4th, scores 3 to keep it close. Bulldogs still not necessarily keeping their foot off the pedal. They scored one immediately after. And that's where we leave off. This one inside. 3-2 the count. Here's the payoff. That's outside. That's ball 4. Fessler on the base.
Down 1-2. Didn't even swing the bat once. Gets a big leadoff runner.
So Brendan Barber. He's already been the hero once today. Can he get it a second time? First pitch takes it for a strike. Another later call behind the dish. Quick look over to first. Not a big lead for Finn. And Barber takes one at the knees, strike 2. Colton has done a great job flirting with the corners here in this at-bat.
Got to swing at anything close. You might get rung up here.
Runner thought about going. Holds up as Barber fouls that back. This will be pitch 92 coming up for Colton Armstrong. Barber 1 for 2 today, 2 RBI. The delivery. It was a curveball that never dipped.
I like to call that a flat curve.
One-two swung, got grounded back up the middle. Scoop by Lester on the bag. That's out number 1. Lost his footing. And also the speed of Barber won't let him throw to first.
But still a good job by Lester to at least get the lead runner. No harm, no foul. You get an out, keep the runner at first. And now we're up to the 9-hitter.
This is Brady Carr. One thing when I was prepping for this game is the amount of B names Northmor has. Got Brendan, Brady, Billy, Brookston, another Brady.
Call them the Golden Knights.
I like that. I like that.
They need to be bold if they want to get back in this game.
Brad, Brody. And they're coached by Buck. Count moves to 1-1. Decent lead at first by Barber. And that pitch at the knees, strike 2. Command has certainly improved for Colton since we were talking about him in the 5th.
He hurt us.
I mean, we're not that far away.
Oh.
Next pitch, runner goes outside, throw down is going to be a bit high. And that will go into the outfield, and they're going to try and stretch. Throw to third is also high, not in time. Barber, great hustle out there. There's the whole stretch brought to you by the Northmor Athletic Boosters. So first to third goes Barber with 1 out. That positioning could be crucial here to try and put a run on. Colton will look to third. The 2-2. Blue calling it 2-2.
We'll see if the runner at third has anything to do with the pitcher here.
This one driven towards left. That'll hit the top of the batter's cage. Stays 2-2. 1 out. Runner on third. Golden Knights looking for their first source of scoring since the top of the 4th.
They've had chances, though.
Curveball nearly snuck in there. Full yet again. And that was pitch 99. Going to hit triple digits here on a payoff pitch. Here it is. Low, ball 4. Runners on the corners, 1 out. The tying run now sits on deck.
And the top of the order coming up. I just think the bottom of the order is just trying to work as many pitches as possible. I think that's it. So what Northmore's trying to do is to get him out of the game because he's been pitching a phenomenal one.
And they'll get him out with 5 1/3, 1 strikeout. Just 3 earned runs. 100 pitch, 49 strikes. And the new arm is going to be Zane Grinnell. We'll talk about him when we come back.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Zane Grinnell, the senior, steps in. Second time the Golden Knights will have seen him. He pitched on Tuesday in relief. Went 1 1/3 in that game. 2 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. He leads the KMAC this season in ERA. He was at 0.51 coming into this series against the Golden Knights. So the southpaw will come in to counter Jack Bowdre, who's throwing lefty on the other side of things for Northmor. And Bowdre actually is coming up to the plate, too.
Yeah. with him throwing on Tuesday, I'd have to think this is trying to try to get the hold to set up somebody else for the 7th inning.
First pitch high and outside for ball 1. So that's the aspect you wonder about. Grinnell, they've seen him. He pitched in game 1. They hit him pretty good, but you still go to him here with 1 out in the 6th. This one misses high. So is that what you expect?
I mean, let's see if he can get a ground ball. You got runners on the corners. Try and get that double play. Maybe don't worry about that runner on third with a 4-run lead, but get a couple outs and set up who you're going to have to close. That's a strike.
I will say these last couple pitches have been elevated. Maybe a setup here.
Mm-hmm.
Counts 2-1. This one high.
You know, have that pitcher bridge the gap for who you wanted to come in the 7th. You allow that pitcher to come in the 7th fresh, not have to worry about runners and let them go through their normal ritual. But they got to get the outs here.
The 3-1 is in there. Carr at first, Barber at third. Bowdre's 2 for 3 today. Both of his hits have been to leadoff innings.
Interested to see if Carr takes off here.
He'll stay put. The pitch. Strike 3. Big time strikeout for Zane Grinnell. I mean, he was standing on business right there. Did not care about either base runner. He was locked in on the plate, and because of that, he just struck out the best hitter for Northmor. It's the second time we have seen Bowdre retired on strikes.
Oh, and he's going to get out of it.
First pitch pop up in foul ground. Dangerous play, but it's made by Kidwell. And Grinnell does his work in just 7 pitches. It is 7-3. Bulldogs will take it to the bottom of the 6th coming up next.
Your future starts here at Pioneer Career and Technology Center. At Pioneer, you'll gain real-world skills, hands-on training, and college credits, all while preparing for the jobs of tomorrow. Pioneer, preparing today's students for tomorrow's opportunities. Discover your future at Pioneer.
Scenes here from East Knox High School as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Bowdre continuing to work on the mound. He'll face off against the bottom of the order as the first pitch is fouled away.
You know, scratch what I said in the top of the inning, Jonathan. The way Grinnell threw, I wouldn't be opposed to bringing him back out to try to get the save, the 5-out save. I mean, he started off a couple pitches high, but he had some good movement on it, got the strikeout looking, and then the pop-up. And only in 7 pitches. I mean, you got that momentum. Why not?
Westney fouls off another one. Count moves to 1-2, and I'm inclined to agree with you.
Especially you got a game against Clear Fork on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
See if he can do it. Have somebody waiting if he allows a couple runners, but give him a chance.
This one will just miss. Strike zone has not been friendly at the knees. on the pitcher's side. Bowdre, quick pitch again. Curveball. Chipped foul.
It wasn't friendly to Bowdre at the plate either last inning.
Westney was shaking his head after he just got the knob of the bat on that. Counts 2-2. Dugout for East Knox. Going ballistic. The 2-2's low. I feel like this is the most life we've seen out of a dugout so far today.
Yeah.
The pitch is low, ball 4. First batter is on via the walk. And that will bring Dakota Cooper back to the plate. Cooper's 0 for 3. One for 6 in the series. Fastball, fouled back. That heads over towards Chet Looney.
Feels like a game should be played at Chet Looney today.
Oh, yeah. Curveball in the dirt. Great job by Hinton to shield it. That'll get Cooper behind 0-2. But, I mean, the third base coach for East Knox, he's going to be quickly making that transition over from the baseball diamond over to Chet Looney next year. As that is caught by the catcher. That's strike 3. I think he fouled it back a little bit there, Dakota. But he is retired, and that will bring up Dudgeon. And during that whole transition, first pitch strike here, throwback is going to get to right field. Solid backup by Bowen, won't let the runner move. But I was about to say, over at first, Westney did not budge when Cooper struck out. He stayed right where he was, did not reset back to first. And maybe that's why we've seen Northmor throw back twice in a row now. Now 3 times.
Playing catch with his first baseman.
In minor league baseball, that would be a balk.
Yeah, you can only throw over, twice?
Twice. Third time you have to get him. Which I will say I've enjoyed that rule.
I've also been a fan
taking it in.
I've been a fan of the 2-challenge ABS system, too.
Curveball. Oof. Got Dudgeon out in front of it.
You don't have unlimited challenges, but if you win it, you keep it.
Next pitch from Bowdre. Another curveball.
Oh, man.
Fooled him the same way, and that's out number 2. Jesse was quite impressed with that as he walked his way back to the dugout. That was a funny reaction.
Much slower. At least on the softball side of things, I call that pulling the string.
Sped it up that time. Gets ahead of Baker, who walked his last time up. This one in the dirt. It'll get away. Slow motion move to second there for Westney. So Baker with an RBI opportunity. Wyatt, 273 hitter this year, 2 RBI. Look back to second. Bowdre settles in on the plate. Fires in a fastball for strike 2. 7-3 Bulldogs. We have not seen a run cross the plate since the bottom of the 4th. This one taken in and thrown over to first for out number 3. Bowdre fooled him yet again. And that ended up in the catcher's gear for Hinton. He was still able to keep with it, though. And that will settle things. Top of the 7th coming up. 3 outs away. East Knox from splitting the series against Northmor.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Well, the Northmor Golden Knights are down to their final 3 outs, and the Golden Boys out in the field for East Knox are looking to get it done with a 4-run cushion. It is 7-3, top 7. Jonathan Langdon here alongside Travis Berardi as we take in one of the top games, most highly anticipated games in the KMAC. East Knox with a win here would keep themselves 2 games in front of the KMAC standings. If Northmor can pull it back, it would make it a 1-game cushion, and with Centerburg leading against East Knox 4-1 in a suspended game that will be played out on Monday, could very well tie it up if Centerburg holds on to take down these Bulldogs.
Yeah, a lot on the line in this game, and don't also count out the other 2 games East Knox will play next week against Mount Gilead, as he's hyped up and throws that to the backstop. But yeah, the end of this one, the end of the Centerburg one, and 2 more. So for the next 5 games that they're playing are for the championship.
Next pitch from Grinnell, definitely much better there. Sneaks that into the zone. It's 1-1. Zane Grinnell had a great stretch in the 6th where he was able to come in and mow down some Knights. This one misses high. Count moves to 2-1. We initially thought maybe he was just coming in to try and clean things up in the inning, and then they set up for a closer. But with the way he pitched, absolutely earned his spot here in the 7th. Count moves to 3-1. But how short do you think the leash needs to be if things get a little bit south here?
I'd say 2 base runners.
The 3-1. Right down Main Street. Payoff pitch, grounded to short. 2 hopper, Lester throws to first. There's out number 1. I mean, Jax has been so patient over there at shortstop. He's taken so much off that throw down.
Well, he saw the corner, the wide receiver beat the corner and just had to lob it to him in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah. It's his 3rd putout today. Next batter is Brady Chapman. He has been hit twice. The suspect, though, has been removed from the mound, so we'll see if that continues. As that one at the knees is called a strike. And I took a peek over at Bowdre watching on, and he was kind of hoping that he'd get that zone in the mound. Chapman swings and misses. This has been clinical work by Grinnell as he's now up 1-2.
Battled back for the first batter. Battled back the first batter last inning. Calmed down. Gets the pop up here. Who's going to get it?
It's going to be Ridenauer, who fades back and just makes the catch for out number 2. And the Bulldogs 1 out away from splitting the series with Northmor and keeping themselves ahead of the pack.
2 ahead of Fredericktown, and it'd be 3 ahead of Mount Gilead and Northmor, as Mount Gilead fell to Centerburg earlier.
Last line of offense is Trevor Brubaker. He was the ace on Tuesday. 7 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts. At the plate today, he's 0 for 1, but he's up 2-0 here. 0 for 1, 2 walks. Next pitch to him. At the knees. This one called a ball. It's 3-0. Can't blame Grinnell going down there, though. He's gotten a couple friendly calls.
A rally starts with a base runner. Northmor needs to get that right here.
That time. No doubts.
Taken all the way there.
Working from the stretch. Grinnell, the 3-1. Brubaker takes 4, ball 4. So a base runner for Northmor, that's what they needed. And that will bring up Brookston Beck.
But with 2 outs and a 4-run lead, Grinnell does not even have to worry about Brubaker. Brubaker may even take second base without anybody worrying about him.
First pitch in the dirt. Brookston on the series is 1 for 4, 0 for 3 today. He walked twice in game 1. Takes a strike right there. Evened up at 1. Brubaker at first. 2 gone. Final 2 strikes for Northmor at the plate. The next pitch. Swung on, chipped foul. Down to their final strike.
Got him with the change.
Bulldogs looking for their 8th KMAC win. In 9 tries. Be their 13th win. The pitch. Curveball. Doesn't dip enough. Looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. The pitch. Swung on and missed. And the Bulldogs are back in front by 2 games. After splitting the series with Northmor, the final here is 7-3 Bulldogs. Grinnell gets the 5-out save. It's a 4-run victory for the boys in gold, taking down the Golden Knights. We'll take a break, come back with your MVP of this one on the OH Report.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Your future starts here at Pioneer Career and Technology Center. Get real-world skills, college credits, and career-ready training. Discover your future at Pioneer.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More than someone who writes prescriptions. More than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
It's time now for your Strategic Outdoor Solutions MVP. ZG joining us, Zane Grinnell, both at the plate and on the mound. A great performance today. You step in late in this stage against Northmor. You guys drop a game on Tuesday to these guys, and then in a tight battle, you come in the sixth to try and take care of business, and that you did. As we see a little celebration going on behind you, as birthday boy, I believe, was it Parker that had turned 16 today?
Turned 16.
But back to what I was talking to you about. Zane, you come in the sixth. What was your approach? Of course, Northmor saw you on Tuesday. What did you change?
Just third strikes, make sure I hit the zone.
Hit the zone? Absolutely.
Well,
2 for 3 for you. 2 RBI on that double. Probably could have been 3.
Should have been 3.
What, did you get a close look on the play?
It was pretty close.
Yeah.
Now by a little bit.
Yeah, but talk to me about your teammates. Of course, this has been a special run for you guys. Now 8-1 in the KMAC. What have they meant to you in a special senior campaign?
This is a brotherhood. We come out here, work every day. I love these guys. They're my everything.
Yeah, for sure. And then, getting the belt. Congratulations, you're a winner yet again. A great, brutal stretch coming up for you guys. I don't want to say brutal, but a tough stretch. You've got Centerburg coming up on Monday, a game that you're already going to be starting up down in next week.
Yep.
What's it going to be like for your guys getting ready for that, and what is it going to take to get it done?
Just come here and work. Just work, buddy.
Absolutely. Congrats to you. I'll let you celebrate on this one, splitting the series with Northmor, and it looks like some balloons, some more celebrating is going to be on the way too. But go. Take a look at that camera. Give it any shout-outs you want.
Shout out my family, Caden Ridenauer and Jackson Lester. Go Dogs.
All right, Zane Grinnell, 2 for 3, 5 out save today with 2 strikeouts. Congrats.
Thank you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner. You well, because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox.
Time for your post-game show. Party's on for East Knox as they clean up the field here after a 7-3 win over Northmor. Bulldogs now 2 games in front in the KMAC. 3 ahead of the Golden Knights, who were threatening to get within 1 But a crucial win here sends Northmor likely out of the KMAC title race, and East Knox right back in the top of the picture.
Yeah, I mean, East Knox still up a couple games on Fredericktown. They'll play Danville tomorrow, but it keeps them in that lead, and it knocks down Northmor. Now we have a three-way tie for third place, 4 losses. So the 3 ahead of Centerburg, the 3 ahead of Northmor, the 3 ahead of Mount Gilead. It's Fredericktown now. That's the biggest test for the East Knox Bulldogs, and surprisingly enough, they're going to be Centerburg fans on Monday, hoping Centerburg ends that game to give them a chance. But also, East Knox is going to be Northmor fans. Northmor is going to take on Fredericktown next week. So there's pretty much your conference championship is going to be determined next week between Northmor, East Knox, Mount Gilead, Fredericktown, and maybe that Centerburg game as well.
And then you got to wonder, in those post-game handshakes, were there anybody saying, hey, go get Fredericktown next week?
Yeah, that I would. I would be like, okay, I'm now rooting for you guys now that we've beaten you and we've split. So, next week, district draw week is going to be very, very important, not only for your district draw, but also for the KMAC championship.
Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast here today. Thank you so much for joining us. 7-3 the final. Bulldogs get the win over Northmor in this crucial KMAC game towards the end of the regular season. Thanks to our sponsors rolling through your screen one final time, and also shout out to Bailey Sprague and the East Knox Athletic Department having us out here, along with head coach Gage Steinmetz, who is leading a great team